I think my dream was to play Anjali in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. I really related very.
Did you tell her that?
She'll murder me if I told her that.
I
So I
have to tell
avoided
her
it.
that.
Yeah, I never told her that. No.
You have to. You should tell her that.
मुझे पान सिंह तोमर भी करनी
क्यों नहीं भाई?
हाँ भाई क्यों नहीं?
नहीं क्यों नहीं क्यों नहीं. Yeah, I was supposed to be part of a series, very famous series which I can't name.
Okay.
And I was told that I was replaced because of that actor having been in certain party in proximity where the producers apparently were, and I was like, what? And I got to know very late.
Sheeba ji should be arrested for never coming out socially or publicly and meeting me. Khatam.
सही है.
Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Also, I called you Sheeba ji.
I know. What? Why are they all also doing that? It's like
okay, you did.
Can I call you Sheeba?
Of course.
Oh, lovely.
अरे यार हाँ तो.
अरे lovely.
तो कुबरा यार क्या ही मैं बोलूँ? क्या मतलब सब मस्त है तो for all being okay maybe.
Okay, for being too perfect.
Perfect.
Nah.
All being
Perfect.
All being it's for being a very good work in progress.
Last time कब धोखा हुआ आप लोगों के साथ if you can tell us?
यार अभी हुआ है यार हमको बोला था last interview.
हाँ अब देखो by God हाँ.
Hi Kubbra, hi Sheeba ji. Welcome to News 18.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Very good. How are you doing?
All good, all good. So we are going to talk about the trial. So there's Pyar, Kanoon and Dhokha. We are going to go one by one.
It
Okay?
says Pyar? Oh, it says
Pyar, Kanoon and Dhokha. All right. So let's start with Pyar. You know, what is that one thing that you love the most about being an actor?
The fact that I can be so many different people.
The fact that I get to do what I love.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah. I realized that I loved it much later.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't even know I loved this because I never went to school or didn't have this dream. Also, I think it would have been pretty foolish of me to say that I want to be an actor when I was growing up in Bangalore. Nobody would have believed me. Even I wouldn't have believed
all of
myself.
Us. I think it's quite,
so when it happened, I was like, "Arey, इसमें तो मजा आ रहा है. ये तो अच्छा है." Yeah. So it happened like later for me.
The same for you, or were you always in love with the craft?
With performance, yeah. मतलब स्कूल में नाटक, फिर कॉलेज में मार्क्स नहीं है लेकिन इंग्लिश ऑनर्स करना है, ड्रामेटिक्स कोटे के थ्रू एंट्री, तो प्रॉपर थिएटर एंड ऑलरेडी आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग थिएटर. या सो वेरी अर्ली आई थिंक आई सॉ अ प्ले वेरी यंग एंड आई सेड इट वाज लिटरली लाइक इफ आई रिमेंबर अ मोमेंट इन लाइफ, it was like a what is this, and like I have to do this, whatever that is. And and that time it was like there was no work to think. You couldn't position yourself as a professional actor, you know. You couldn't say कि मैं जाके अभी acting करूँगी. क्या ही करोगे यार? You can't
किसी को नहीं
earn a living, you know.
Because acting was hero, acting was heroine, acting was villain. तो क्या कर लोगे तुम? मतलब क्या कर लोगे तुम? मगर अब तो मतलब there are characters, there are human beings, there are stories being told. अब मजा आ रहा है. सही है.
That's right.
अच्छा लग रहा है.
Okay, so let's come to Kanoon now. Now you have to answer for each other on behalf of each other. If there's one thing that Sheeba ji could be held by the law for, what would it be?
Oh my God, held by the law for, damn it.
For her sexy looks.
Oh.
And her Madonna smile. Look at that. Madonna smile. Smile.
What?
Madonna.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Looks that could kill.
Looks that could kill.
What a nonsense.
Look at Madonna smile. Wow. What?
And अब कुबरा के लिए बोलना
पड़ेगा. हाँ, आप बताइए.
अयो यार.
See? बहुत बोलती है यार, इसको अरेस्ट कर लो.
Damn it.
अरेस्ट किस चीज़ से?
क्या ही करेंगे यार?
She's in deep thought.
हाँ, really.
She wants to give correct answers.
हाँ, correct answer. मतलब फिर
मैंने तो ऐसे ही बोल दिया good looks.
देखा? Damn it. किसके लिए?
No, I know. Sheeba ji should be arrested for never coming out socially or publicly and meeting me. Khatam.
सही है.
Correct?
Yeah.
Also, I called you Sheeba ji.
I know. What? Why are they all also doing that?
Okay, you did.
Can I call you Sheeba?
Of course.
Oh, lovely.
अरे यार हाँ तो.
अरे lovely.
तो कुबरा यार क्या ही मैं बोलूँ? क्या मतलब सब मस्त है तो for all being okay maybe.
Okay, for being too perfect.
Perfect.
Nah.
All being
Perfect.
All being, it's for being a very good work in progress.
Yeah,
That's such a nice thing
Such
to
a sweet
say.
thing to say.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and धोखा, last time कब धोखा हुआ आप लोगों के साथ, if you can tell us?
यार अभी हुआ है यार, हमको बोला था last interview.
हाँ, अब देखो, by God, हाँ, धोखे तो यार होते ही रहते हैं ना सारे टाइम. मतलब ये तो माया जाल का हिस्सा है ना? तो फिर क्या ही करेंगे? धोखा, खूब धोखा.
चलो ठीक है. Okay, so since we're talking about trial, I mean, you know, human life is a trial, right? We go through this every day. But tell me, you know, that one phase in your life when you felt like, oh my God, I think this is the worst that could have happened to me. A kind of adversity that you faced perhaps, which really took a toll on you. Maybe, you know, in your career, in your personal life.
I think last 3 years, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been very hard, I think, on many levels, personal, globally, but professionally, amazingly, not of the contrary of that. But I have found the last 3 years to be very hard, and what's going on in the world really bothers the shit out of me a lot. And I'm just thinking literally, what I have a child, so what is the world that literally our kids are going to be living in? Literally, there is not just as a, I mean, pani khatam ho jayega, you know, jingoism, fundamentalism, everything is as if it's darkness, and yet I know it's not going to be that. It's not going to be that. I pray that we really bloody have a quantum leap as mankind, as a womankind. See,
That's hopeful, no?
Yeah. No,
absolutely.
That's
hopeful. But it's been tough. Last 3 years, I think, have been tough. Like for many people,
Right. Yes, Kubbra, anything that you want to...
Well, for me, I think it's not like just to speak about something specific. Just before going on to set to shoot the trial, I had broken my hand.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't have a hand. I didn't have a hand through this entire shoot, actually. So I was in a cast for like the entire duration that we were shooting the trial. So I was in a brace. I would remove my brace, give my shot,
so
and then wear my brace
like
again.
This.
So yeah, my character always fiddles with like things over here, or is holding the bag, because I could not straighten my elbow. I could not touch my shoulder. And I remember towards the end of our shoot, ऐसे थोड़ा हाथ होता था, थोड़ी energy आती थी, and it was like a moment to celebrate, because as an actor you also rely on your physicality so much, and I am someone who gesticulates when I speak, like I move my hands a lot, and I didn't have a hand, so I always felt a little lopsided. But again, you know for a fact that no matter how hard your trial may be, personally or, you know, at large, when you do have your foundation, when you do have your people who can like, you know, support you when it's a tough time for you, then it gets easier to go through it.
Yeah.
You still have to go through it, but it sometimes gets easier. Like I remember I was having a conversation with somebody when I was traveling, and I was upset about something, और हम बात कर रहे थे, and she very, very kindly asked me, do you want advice or do you want me to listen?
Wow.
And I said, you can listen to me right now. We never ask.
Absolutely.
We never care. We think अगर कोई हमको कुछ बोल रहा है, हमें उसका solution देना चाहिए.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't want that. You just want to be heard.
Most times, actually.
Most times.
Like you know at the back
you
of it, it's
know
going to be fine. करना क्या है, ये हो जाएगा, ये निकल जाएगा, ये सब पता है हमको. बस कभी अगर आगे वाला सुन लेना, तो आधा ट्रायल तो वहीं खत्म हो जाता है.
बिल्कुल. Very, very beautifully put.
My friend's very intelligent. I am not. Tell me your problems, I will give you solution.
Okay, so you play lawyers here, and you know what's very lovely to see is that these lawyers are all humanized. You know, that's something we don't really get to see very often. Of course, the scenario has changed today. Tell me, do you sometimes heave a sigh of relief that, you know, finally we are getting to see these flawed women who are not deified, who are not put on a pedestal?
For sure, yeah. For sure. I mean, you know, it's like the pitch is real. It's not like some hyperbolic, you know, whatever, fabricated idea of something. We now do get to play roles which they're relatable and they resonate because they are real. Their pitch is real. Yeah, it's not like a operatic puppet theatre nonsense that we have seen a lot of actually. So it's of course great. It's great.
By the way, your ghost act in was great in Phone Booth.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So good.
Do you want to add something to that?
To the fact that we are playing layered women, I think it's the greatest time because today you also get into conversations jahan pe you get to see male characters that have been written by women, and the male characters that are written by women are so much more sensitive.
That's right.
I honestly feel that as women we have such great untapped power, and now that power and that sensibility is being unleashed slowly but surely, which allows us to take pride in who we are. I think for the longest time, if you don't smile, then you're like, this person who's uptight. As a woman, you should always be pleasing and you should always be nice. And if you're not, then you are like, like you've got a problem and you're not approachable. But no, I think it's wonderful to be who you are.
That's right.
And your emotions are just as valid as anybody else's. And you are in the driver's seat. And I feel that's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Before we wrap this up, so we are going to play a very quick, it's called a truth test, and we have an invisible lie-o-meter, so you cannot lie. Now these are like really hard-hitting questions, okay? Okay. What's the worst rejection that you have experienced as an actor?
Oh, damn. Yeah, I was supposed to be part of a series, a very famous series, which I can't name.
Okay.
And I was told that I was replaced because of that actor having been in certain party in proximity where the producers apparently were, and I was like, what? And I got to know very late that had happened, and so rejection bole to yeah.
Wow. Good on you. So you cried or what?
No, Ray.
Then
my
it's fine.
God.
You.
What I do, worst rejection. I don't know. I'm sure there were like many. Like I remember when I had just started out, and it wasn't even to do with films. It was an event. I wanted to host, and back in the day, I was hosting a lot. Even now, I host. I love it. But I remember मैंने script वेब लिखी थी, गाउन वाउन पहना था, और मुझे ये तक नहीं पता था कि अंधेरी से टाउन कितना दूर है. तो मैंने हमारे इवेंट मैनेजमेंट के लोगों को कहा कि आप जा रहे हैं तो आप मुझे भी ले चलो. और उन्होंने कहा कि शो हमारा 7 बजे स्टार्ट होता है, हम 2:30 बजे आके आपको पिकअप कर लें. 2:30 बजे के 3 हो गए, 3 के 4 हो गए, अभी तक आए नहीं है. तो मैंने उनको फ़ोन किया और पूछा कि आप क्यों नहीं आए पिकअप करने के लिए. और उन्होंने कहा नो, you've been replaced.
Oh, they didn't even inform you?
Yeah, no, they didn't even inform me. They said we found someone famous. And I guess that's when it occurred to me that, you need to be a someone to get a something, to be someplace.
But also not true many times. For you, like you must have done a lot of work even then, no?
100%.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, when you hear it, and this was the first time it happened to me, so I was obviously a little more soft on the edges to I actually thought that defined me.
Yeah.
I'm not famous, so that's a problem. But no, I don't think anything is a problem. So I deal with rejection very differently.
Dear loss.
Yeah. उसे पता नहीं उनको मैं इतना अच्छा गुड इवनिंग बोल देती.
और भी बहुत कुछ.
और भी बहुत कुछ. नहीं, मगर क्रिकेट का इवेंट था, अच्छा हुआ नहीं लिया. मैं कुछ गलत ही बोल देती.
Okay, what do you think is the biggest misconception that we have about actors?
That they're too pricey. Like in normal life, उनको लगता है कि as human beings we are complicated. As human beings we are too pricey. It's like the common thing. Oh yeah, you're an actor. So what about me being an actor? Like what? What about it? I still sit on the zameen and eat my khana. I love it. In fact, I still sit down and play with my cat. I still go out and eat my pani puri. I mean, the point is, what do you choose to do for yourself to keep the relationship between your true identity as to who you are and what you believe in, and then put in your work as a part of that framework. It can't be the other way around. Like, oh, this is what I do, so now I'll behave this way. So I guess that's the preconceived notion that we have as actors. Most people think that हमारे तो सींग हैं और मेरी तो पूंछ हैं. ऐसा कुछ है नहीं वैसे.
Or that they're extroverts. That's not necessarily true at all.
Yeah.
In fact, I think many actors are really primarily shy people, and I really think so.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Okay. Lastly,
I'm an ambivert.
What is that? Like you're
it's a
everything.
coming together.
Yeah, it's a coming together of introvert and
extrovert.
extrovert. It's ambivert.
Yeah.
Thanks to Instagram, I learn all these things.
Yeah, oh good.
Yeah, codependency and all that lot.
Okay. So lastly, tell me that one film that, it can be, an old film, new film, whatever, that you really wish you could be a part of. Probably you could time travel and
so
be a
many
part
films
of.
like that. Yeah.
Achha, tell me two.
Lunchbox for me. I wish bloody somehow I could have been in that film.
Yes.
I loved that film and that role. Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
You want to play Irfan Khan? Who you wanted to play?
So many films, yeah.
You want to play the voice of that auntie?
In the Mood for Love. That
yes.
So
Which one?
In the Mood for Love.
Wong Kar-wai.
Yeah, Wong Kar-wai. That one man, that film and that role.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Just
Yes.
Oh.
Kubbra?
I know this sounds really like, I don't know, cliche perhaps, but this has been my answer for so many years now, and I don't know how it fits today, but I think my dream was to play Anjali in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. I really related very
Did you tell her that?
She'll murder me if I told her that.
I have to tell her that.
I never told her that, no.
Kubbra, you have to tell her that.
Kubbra thinks she would have done it, maybe.
Yeah, but I was like a tomboy.
Yeah.
I was not like the most favorite person. Like I was always known and recognized for my energy, but I was also boisterous, and I was that person, who... And I have literally tried to wear skirts and wear lipstick and made like a little bum of myself.
Yeah.
And I really, really related to Anjali's character as I was growing up. But I don't know. But that has been one of my favorite characters. She's very relatable to me. At least the first phase of her film is super relatable to me. And other than that, I think one of my all-time favorite films, like I'm a sucker for romantic films.
Okay.
So Love Actually,
Aww.
which is so different
But
from
which role in that one?
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, that was Machedar film.
Not Jennifer Aniston.
No,
She.
who was it?
This one, Julia Roberts. Yeah.
Julia Roberts.
Love Actually with
Love
Julia
Actually.
Roberts?
No. Sorry, I mixed up Closer and
Closer. Oh,
mein,
great film again. Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Lovely role.
And in Love Actually, I really, really liked that elementary school teacher's part. She was so fun.
Who was she?
The one who falls in love with the Prime Minister.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, she's helping her cousins and stuff
It's such
like
a cute
It's such a cute. Yeah, that's my favorite film. I can watch it every December.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my
Nice.
every December film.
Even Closer, yeah.
I love Closer
Yes.
as well. It's such a good film.
Yeah.
Such a good film.
Great. Here's to, more
Did I
power
mix
to
up
you.
3-4 films? It's
No,
okay,
that's
na, it's
completely
allowed.
fine.
मैं कहती
Why
हूँ दो
not?
और बोल दो.
Alright.
मुझे पान सिंह तोमर भी करनी है।
क्यों नहीं भाई?
हाँ भाई क्यों नहीं?
नहीं क्यों नहीं
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
and,
you.
all
Thank
the
you.
very best for this, and looking forward to everything that you have to get to bring us, to the
The
audience.
table.
To the table. This is
Thank
not
you to the
one, but
audience.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.